advisory and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth, LLC, and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. SEC registration does not constitute nor endorse of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill nor ability. Investing involves risk of loss. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through Diamond Life Planning is a separate and unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. This information is provided as a general information that is not intended to be specific financial guidance. Before you make any decisions regarding your personal financial situation, you should consult a financial or tax professional to discuss your individual circumstances and objectives.
Welcome to the Rock My Finances show on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV, where we put the fun in finance. Join Powerhouse Jennifer Joseph, CDFA, CMC, and Private Wealth Advisor, as she collaborates with you to create clarity, control, and confidence with your money, your way. It's not about the zeros, so what is it all about? Let's find out. Now here's your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Joseph.
Hello, podcasters. Okay, today is going to be for you, ladies. I hate to even talk about this because it happens to me all the time, and I'm noticing it more and more. So it is decision fatigue. When and why does everything feel so hard right now? And ladies, the world is on our shoulders. It always has been. It always will be. I shouldn't say that. You never know. But we also make it worse than what it really, really is. And we don't listen to the signs. So today we are going to talk about this. Let me ask you. I know you've done this because I've done it. I think I did it last night. Do you ever go to the refrigerator, open up the doors, and just stand there and just, what do I eat? Not knowing what to eat. Really, nothing in there is looking appetizing. You're just feeling overwhelmed with even just meals. Now, you could have someone else that you're cooking for that even makes it kind of more like you have to get things done. Or you could be single like myself. And, sometimes back in the day, it used to be cheese and crackers. Now, like last night, I have to say, I had a lot of watermelon. So I did have some cottage cheese, my little protein, a couple bites of that because I was loving my watermelon. So sometimes we just get so overwhelmed. I mean, even looking at my closet, what am I going to wear today? That's overwhelming. And then now I'm here in North Carolina, and there's like 3 outfits a day, depending on the weather. It's overwhelming, right? You might even be putting off financial decisions or even just your money date. It might be on your calendar, but you're not actually doing it. You could be putting off these decisions for weeks and even months at a time. Do you find yourself so mentally exhausted that even deciding what to watch on Netflix, or like right now I'm down to Prime, gotta love me some Hulu, any of that, it can be so overwhelming. And it just feels like a chore. Like, what am I going to watch? I love to have a series that makes me feel good so that when I need some downtime, I have that series that I can go to. And when I don't have that series, now I got to find another series, right? So I just want you to know you're not alone. First of all, you're not alone, and you're not lazy. Like, I just got tired the other day, and it was like the second day in a row that I was tired. And I was like, I hate being tired. So I was like, okay, what's wrong? Am I coming down with a cold? Like, I think all the worst things, like what's going on? And it's like, one of my friends told me, hey, honor your body. My friend Petalyn, actually, she's on these series under Soul Sister series. And she's like, honor your body. You got to listen to your body, see what's happening. And it doesn't really matter why. That's what your body's telling you. And I'm like, you're right. It doesn't matter why. It is what it is. Because I'm trying to figure out, okay, Pilates 2 days in a row, pickleball, back to back, why am I so tired? Well, it could just be mental fatigue, making too many decisions. So you're not unmotivated, because that's how I felt, right? I'm just not motivated. And you're certainly not broken, because girl, I am not broken. So you may just be simply mentally overloaded. Today, we're going to talk about everything. Okay. Number 1, part 1. What is decision fatigue? It happens when our brain becomes exhausted from just making too many decisions. And I can say that if some of those decisions are stressful and it brings up our cortisol and our anxiety, well, that even takes more mental capacity, right? So the average person makes thousands of decisions a day. I'm a business owner, so I might even make more than that. what to wear, what to eat, who to call, what emails to send. How do I answer my emails? What do I say? What bill do I pay? Am I going to buy that? Do I need to search for a better deal? What to postpone? What do I say no to? Whose feelings do I hurt? Right? Every woman, and women often carry an additional burden because we think about others before we make a decision. It's not just what do I want, what makes me feel good, which is what I want all of us to be able to do. But it's like, okay, if I do this, they're going to feel this. If I do this, they're going to think this. If I do this, they're going to judge me and think this of me. Talk about, and all of that is in a split second, y'all, split second. So making decisions for everyone else, we also do, right? Children, partners, parents, clients, friends. I mean, I just went and visited my mom yesterday. I'm making big decisions for her. Am I going to bring her home with me? She's 93. She definitely needs care. And I want to maybe have her home for a while. The expenditure, I'm driving to see her, which is an hour each way. I feel like she could come home for a while. It might be good. It would tie down my life, but how long will it last? I don't know. But so many decisions, right? And eventually our brain says, mic drop, I'm done. Like I'm not making any more decisions. And that's when the simple choices become so taxing. So we're going to fix this. You know me, I'm not just going to give you a bunch of negative crap. I'm actually going to give you some positive stuff on how to fix this overwhelm and decision fatigue. Exercise number 1, pull out your money journal, the mental load audit. I know we hate that word audit, right? But we're just getting clarity. Grab your journal, write down every decision that you made yesterday, everything from waking up to going to sleep. You're probably going to be pretty shocked. Then circle the decisions you made for other people. So when I wake up, immediately I do my meditations in bed. I do my thoughts. I do my healing breathing exercises before I get to bed. I'm like, okay, what do I have? My exercise class. What am I going to have before my exercise class? Am I going to, like this morning, I got up early, so I took a hot tub. Then I took a shower. Then I did my Pilates class. So all these decisions, that is before 7 a.m., y'all. Like, that's crazy, right? But many women discover they're carrying way more than we realize because we just get used to it. I used to do this exercise when I was speaking. I loved it, which I'm going to continue to do in my big speeches, is I would walk around and I'd pick up a purse from someone and I'd say, okay, what's your biggest thing that is going on right now? That, I'm going through a divorce. Pick up that purse. Then you walk up to the next lady and ask her a question. Or I say, okay, the boy I dated in high school that betrayed me, there's a purse. Then my dad yelled at me and embarrassed me at a party. There's a purse. Then I got my first marriage and then that's a purse. Another one is my first divorce. Then it's my first child. Then it's my car accident that hurt my neck. I'm walking around the room with all these purses. All this stuff is mental load on our brains. So I love that exercise of thinking about how much we actually are carrying. We are carrying so much. So awareness is clarity. So we want to see how many decisions we're making for other people that we actually can maybe part those on other people. Part number two, why women are especially vulnerable. I think we kind of all know that, right? We're natural caregivers. We're planners. We're problem solvers. We're fixers. We remember the birthdays. We remember the anniversaries, the doctor's appointments, school schedules, family gatherings. We want family gatherings, so we want to participate in it. Medication refills, retirement concerns, money, bills, spending plans, taxes. Gotta love our taxes, our deadlines, right? Our estimated deadlines. It's not unusual for women to be managing 5 or 10 different people's needs at one time. Thank goodness I have my son that I help out, my daughter a little bit because of the wedding coming up, and my mother full time. So don't forget my cat, Luna, my little cat, because she has, arthritis and asthma. And so I got to think of her daily as well. All of that happens before I think of me. No wonder I'm freaking exhausted, right? No wonder why we're tired. The problem isn't weakness. I am strong. I am healthy. I am strong. I'm intelligent. I know I'm not weak. The problem is too much overload. We are just overloaded. So exercise number 2, the responsibility check. Create 3 columns in your money journal. Mine, shared, not mine. Okay, mine. Things that are truly my responsibility. Okay, me, my cat, my mother. Those are truly my responsibility. That is me. Shared responsibility would be helping my son. He still hasn't got completely on his own 2 feet, so shared responsibility there. Not mine, things that you've accidentally adopted. It's so funny. I have a friend here that we call each other bossy. You're so bossy. You're so bossy. It's hilarious. We were in Pilates this morning going, you're so bossy. You're so bossy. And it's true because we just automatically hear a conversation or see something that we think could be better. And so we want to impart our solutions in our brain to that other person or some stranger in the grocery store. It can be anybody, but we think that we can help solve something. And so we just try to help. Well, that's not mine. So I should not be thinking those thoughts about somebody sitting over there. Like, it's just not my business, not my circus, not my monkeys, right? So that is the one that I'm working on now. It's not mine, not my business. Keep my nose out of it. Keep my fingers, my paws, stay out of it when it's not mine. I got enough of my own. Do I need to create any more? Of course not. So this exercise could be very freeing for you. And just look at it daily even. What did I do today that I did not need to do? It was not mine. It actually feels pretty good to step away from something when I would normally fix it or try to solve it. Or even we're thinking we're helping, which we are helping. However, we're overloading ourselves. And who does not need more time? Just pure downtime, no thinking, no thoughts, meditation, hot tub, sitting in the sun, going for a walk, whatever it is, just relaxing. Okay, part 3, how decision fatigue impacts money. This is where things get really interesting. Decision fatigue often shows up financially. You may be delaying reviewing your accounts. Like, I'm a financial advisor. You may be delaying your annual review. I've tried to get annual reviews, and there's a few people that just can't get on the calendar, right? Avoiding opening your statements. You might not even know what's happening. You put off estate planning, like you don't have end of life planning. You don't even know what's happening in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Like, there's no planning there. I truly believe in planning. If you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail, right? That good old saying. Ignoring insurance reviews. We need to redo our auto insurance, home insurance, life insurance annually because things change. I know we feel like we can set it, leave it, and forget it, but we can't. Somehow in my auto insurance, my medical got dropped off, and I used to have $25,000 of medical. And then, of course, I got into an accident. Somebody hit me, and I did not have that $25,000 exclusion. So all the medical bills I had to pay for, which was the chiropractic many times, and the deep tissue massages and all of that, right? Tissue massages. Like, I needed that because I had scar tissue. So I would have had $25,000 because it was actually about $25,000 of all of my medical bills. But I did not know that that got dropped off my auto insurance plan because I trusted my agent and we didn't do an annual review. So we have to do our annual reviews. When we continuing to pay for things that we no longer use, I can tell you right now, I am a huge believer in my credit card audits. All my stuff's on auto pay and like annual. I have like so many, like 60 different things that are log in and pay on a monthly basis. And I guarantee you, every time I look at something, there's something that's on there that's not mine. I can tell you, Uber comes up a lot. Instacart comes up a lot. These different things pop on my credit cards that are not mine. They're great. Everyone's great about it to take it off, but there was a mistake made somewhere. So I have to make sure I find other people's mistakes. Now, do I want to do that on a Saturday morning or a Sunday night on my money date? No. But it feels really good to find mistakes and clear them off. So it's not because you don't care. It's just because we're exhausted, right? The brain begins to conserve energy on its own. And so it starts avoiding things. You might not even realize that you're avoiding things. Exercise number 3, 1 decision rule. Ask yourself, what is one financial decision that you've been avoiding? Not 10, not 20, just one. One financial decision you've been avoiding. Maybe even choose the smallest step to get towards that decision. Maybe it's just call the advisor. Hello. Maybe it's just jump on our calendar. Maybe it's just read our emails, right? Maybe it's just review the statement. Progress reduces stress. I promise you, reduces overload. Part 4, the cost of perfectionism. I don't know about you, recovering perfectionist right here for sure. I'm a Virgo, recovering perfectionist for sure. Many women struggle because we believe that we must make every decision perfect. A perfect investment, the perfect spending plan, the perfect choice. But perfection creates paralysis because then we won't make a decision. I have a client that takes forever to make a decision. She's a business owner as well. And it takes a long time because she wants to be perfect. And I have a saying that I heard from my coaches back in the day. We're building the plane when we're going down the runway before we take off, because we really don't know what we don't know until we get on the court and we start playing. So we do not want paralysis in decisions, especially if it takes too long. Sometimes just making the decision, if it's wrong, we can fix it later, because you're not going to know what you don't know until you're in that place. I hope that makes sense. What if instead of making the perfect decision, you just focused on a good enough decision? I love that. Good enough. I need a t-shirt that says, I'm good enough today. Most decisions are not permanent anyways. Like, they can always be adjusted, and the goal is movement. That's it, not perfection. We want to get it off our plate. Exercise number 4, the 80% rule. Ask yourself, do I have enough information to make a reasonable decision? If the answer is yes, move forward. Waiting for 100% certainty keeps people stuck. Now, I want most of my people in my coaching business, I want you to be a hell yes or a hell no. If you are in between, we're going to keep talking, and we're going to have you keep getting educated until you're a hell yes or a hell no. That might take some time, but there's still movement because we're making decisions, just like investment planning, right? If you're not educated in that, we want to get you educated in that before you make a decision. And again, we can change it at any time. So don't forget, it's not a decision that you're making forever. It's a decision you're making for right now. That can be good enough. Part 5, simplify your life. One of the best ways to reduce decision fatigue is reducing unnecessary decisions. So think about what you can simplify. Meal prep, right? I can totally simplify by meal prepping on Sundays, which I love to do because I really do love to cook. So I just want to cook like one day though. And then I want to get it all down for the week so I can easily pull out different things. Wardrobe prep. So when I'm doing my laundry, I actually just bought these little hangers that I can put outfits together on my hanger so that I can grab outfits. I do that for my mom. I mean, she's 93. I have outfits on each hanger. Why can't I do that for myself? Subscriptions. Make them automatically come, like cat litter, cat food. This stuff automatically comes because I'm going to need it. Appointments. Make appointments automatically coming. Social obligations. Just say no, or not sure, or I'll let you know. It's okay. The less clutter in your life, the more energy you're going to have for what truly matters. Okay, exercise number 5, eliminate 3 things. We're going to identify this week 3 things. We're going to get rid of 1 commitment to a debt to decline, right? So one thing that we want to, that someone asks us to do, we're going to say no, just say no. We're going to delegate 1 task, ask someone else to do it. And then 1 thing we're going to stop worrying about. In order to stop worrying about it, we're going to see it in a positive light. That can be anything, okay? Like right now, my son's getting a root canal. This is his 2nd time. He already went to a dentist and they messed up his root canals, like 4 of them. They only, I don't know even how they did it, but they only did halfway. So of course he has pain and infection and everything. So now he's getting the 2nd root canal on one of the teeth. He's got to do the other 3 as well. I'm going to stop worrying about that because he's in the hands of a good dentist. Now he's going to fix that. And I'm going to let that go. I'm going to stop worrying about that. My energy is very valuable. Your energy is very valuable. Protect it. All right. Last part number 6, learning to trust yourself. Many women aren't just tired. They're tired of making the wrong decisions. So maybe you've been through a divorce, a loss, financial mistakes, even a betrayal, a friendship betrayal, or a financial betrayal. And now decisions feel very heavy. But confidence isn't built over never making mistakes. It's actually built from recovering from mistakes. It's built by surviving them. So you've already had negative challenges, right? That's life, right? And we've navigated through our way through that. So you've actually figured things out before already. So now you can trust yourself to do more than you actually think. Here's your exercise number 6, evidence list. Write down 10 things that you've already survived that were difficult. Read the list. Notice how capable you really, really are. And we don't think that we are, but we are. Okay. So that is going to give you a lot of homework for today. I'm going to give you a final homework right here. The Decision Detox Challenge. For the next 7 days, every morning, what are the 3 most important things I need to do today? Not 10, not 20, not 1. Just ask every evening, what can I let go of? This simple practice helps retrain your brain to focus on what matters rather than everything at once, right? Like everything comes crashing forward to us. So we're just going to let go of 3 things, okay? I love this. So I don't want you to be overwhelmed. You're not overwhelmed because you're incapable. Decision fatigue is not a character flaw. It's a signal that you need to priorities, set boundaries, ask for help, slow down, and breathe. Remember, it's not about the zeros. It's about creating a life with more clarity and control and confidence, one decision at a time. I want you all to be able to say, I rock my finances.
We appreciate you joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Rock My Finances YouTube channel for more engagement and bonus content. Tell me, what is your money story? Let's find out with Jennifer right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. It's not about the zero, it's about the F word, feelings. Feelings Jennifer can't wait to explore with you next week. Until then, let's all say, I rock my finances.